Banana! Hello once again, people of the internet. Some of your dose of me, AI. It's time for a movie review. And here's my review of Despicable Me. I'm going to tell you the good, I'm going to tell you the bad. So let's get started. Let's refresh ourselves with the story before we get into the actual review. You follow Gru trying to be the biggest, baddest villain in the world by trying to steal the moon. And to do that, he has to get the shrink ray. But, of course, it's taken away by another rival villain, Vector. And now he must adopt 3 little girls to get the shrink ray back to steal the moon. It's a little complicated plot when you think about it. Anyways, here's the good. The cast in this movie is quite phenomenal. You got Steve Carell playing as Gru. You have Margot played by Miranda Cosgrove. Agnes played by Alyssa Fisher. And Edith played by Dana Greer. And of course, you have Vector played by Jason Segel, who does a phenomenal job, changes his voice around. You know, so he's really funny, really like obnoxious. He does it really well. It's not too obnoxious where it's like, oh, can you shut up? But it gets just at the right point where you're like, I kind of want to hear more what he has to say, you know, a little bit more focus on this character, more of a better villain, if you will, against Gru. And speaking of iconic voices, Steve Carell, what he does with Gru is phenomenal. He does this strange Russian German accent. I can't even explain what it is, but as soon as you hear it, you know it's Gru. You know it's that character. And it just makes it so iconic with this movie. Of course, you have little guys, who I'll get to in a second, which is, of course, very iconic from this movie. But just every time he's on the screen, you're paying attention to him because you know he's the focus of this movie besides the 3 little girls. What else is good about this film, of course, is the visuals. Yes, it's an animated feature, but it has that great 3D model since Toy Story has done it. It does it well. You really do feel like you're in this universe. Of course, another good is what came from this film. Besides the jokes and the fluffy unicorns and the 3 little kitty book, is the Minions. Of course, as you know, the Minions did come out with their own movie after having 2 Despicable Me movies. And of course, how iconic the Minions have become is just a factor of what Despicable Me and how good it is. How good of a movie it is. It can take something so, not really like the stars of the movie, but take these characters, make them so iconic that all the kids are running around now with little yellow Minion t-shirts and beanies and bananas and all that stuff, you know? Like, I opened the video with a banana. That's how iconic these creatures have become from this feature film. Here's the bad. There's not much bad I could say about this movie. It is a very good movie. The only bad thing I could say about this movie is the fact that maybe do a little more exploring with the Vector character, because his father does run the evil bank. Maybe do a little more exploring, you know, bring him out more. Maybe a little more evil plotting from Gru too, from like a little bit of a flashback. Like he does mention how they stole the Statue of Liberty from Vegas and the Eiffel Tower from Vegas. Maybe like he says, oh, we stole the Eiffel Tower. Then like a little flashback about how they did it and stuff like that. I wish they did a little more evil doing so you really understand how evil, or how evil he was before he met the 3 girls. But that's really the only bad I can think of this movie. You know, the ending's kind of cliche, you know, Gru as a bad guy, he becomes a good guy, spoilers. And again, it's not really a bad thing. There's not much I can say about this movie that's bad. Just to finish off my review of Despicable Me, I give it 6 ripe bananas out of 10. And of course, with this movie, how good it did make Despicable Me 2 and the Minions, and the 3rd one coming out in 2017. I'm going to end this video here. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, stay safe out there. Beanie incoming. Bye-bye.